Every time.
Every time you get me with that because you're an absolute a-hole. You're a farging ice-hole. Dear. Right, if you... Hi, everybody. We'll be with you in just 1 second.
What are you trying to do?
Right, click in there.
Click in there.
Now go to the...
HAPRC.
Yeah.
Click on there.
Scroll down.
Now click on there.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
You're adopted. Right.
Good.
Bit more. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Right, click into it because we need to see the questions that come. Or at least see the people.
What?
That come up.
What are you talking about? Yeah, but we can just go here.
Yeah, but remember their names don't come up.
But so it refreshes automatically. So once the people put a question in.
Yeah, but their names still don't come up.
No, then we can do this. Then we change over and say, oh, look. But for the moment, we talk to them like this. Wild Bill. Hello.
Hiya, Bill. You're right, mate. I'm just this newfangled elastic trickery. Trying to explain this to one of the Pendle witches.
I'm trying to explain to you.
Ethelred the Unready.
Ethelred the Redhead.
So anyway, how the very devil is, everybody. I'm sorry you didn't have our show yesterday, but we had an incident at home that I had to deal with, and it was dealt with in my own inimitable style, and we'll leave it at that. So today we're
You're in notifications. There we go.
It's still going ping, ping, ping. So we're going to stop bang on 9:30 so that everybody can watch the space launch tonight. That's why we're doing it 8:30, 9:30. So I thought tonight. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, Gary. What geezer you packing toilet? What, mate? And in case anybody's wondering, Gary is a friend of mine that I have known. Jesus, I think far too long, isn't it, mate? Nearly 20 years.
Gary that I know?
Gary, yeah.
Gary
From Somerset, who's from the Elephant and Castle, and goes, "What geezer?" and talks like that. What?
Somerset
And he's got the brother. Is it Denzel? Dermot?
Gary's children ginger, right?
Yes, they're ginger. Yes.
Yeah.
He's married to Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger.
And he's got the daughter Minnie.
She's ginger.
Yes, he's got the daughter Minnie, so she's Minnie Cooper.
He did that on purpose, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, my mate Gary's got a daughter called Minnie because his surname's Cooper, so his daughter's called Minnie Cooper. Isn't that right, Gary?
I think it's really cool.
20 plus years.
Minis are my favourite cars.
They are. She's mental on the minis, and but to be fair, because you're a mum to be now,
I can get a mini.
You can get a mini, but it's going to be too small.
No.
You also
like the Mini Countryman and the Mini Clubman, which are
a Mini Countryman looks exactly that. A Mini Countryman. It's horrible. It's the one with the double doors.
Opinion.
It's the one with the double. It looks nothing like a Mini Countryman.
That's your opinion.
See, I've had.
You got that one wrong, didn't you, Dad?
I thought no, you had Minnie. I swear you had Minnie. Who was it had Minnie? Or was that your granddaughter? Somebody was called Minnie. Oh, that's Lynn's. It's my missus. Right. Hello, Lindsay. Right.
It's embarrassing. You've known him 20 plus years. Don't even know his daughter.
Or did you say you were going to call your daughter Minnie? I
remember Poppy.
I think he's being an ass. You're being a fagging a-hole, aren't you?
I remember Poppy.
Yeah, I swear there's or one of them. Their nicknames Minnie.
Because I feel like when I left, Poppy was the youngest, right?
It's going to get rained out. Do you know what? Are you sure you guys over in America haven't? There's not been the Mandela effect, and you've swapped, and you've actually got our weather. Because
I just saw a news update where they said they're launching like now.
What?
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's consult this. Hi guys. Who's hi guys? Sign in. We don't know who you are.
It's not my sneezes. I don't have COVID.
Hi guys.
Jane. It's Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hi Jane. You're right.
I have hay fever.
Right. We just got to see if the launch is going on.
SpaceX, right?
SpaceX, yes. And the Space Y and Space Air. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Right, you have a look, Alva. This.
Oh, titties on your screen.
Titties? That's the front end of a motorbike. Does that look like titties? Does it? Does that look like titties? No. Mission now scheduled
8:22 UK time. Yeah, I told you we just missed it. They've launched now.
wouldn't even be able to see it
Yeah,
going.
look, there you go. 8 minutes ago, there's a video of the launch.
Oh well, there you go. We let you watch it, and then we were so. Do you know what we were actually doing just now? We were up in the loft, and as you know yourself, when you go up in the loft, it's like, who's telling me to put a hat on?
I'm gonna take bets on this.
Who's telling me? Who's
Lindsay?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Facebook user that's telling me to put a hat on is my own missus. Hang on. I put my star. I was born in Hong Kong, you see. So, one of my friends in London actually went to Hong Kong and he brought me back the Hong Kong hat. Is that better? No, it's. I look like
It's been stored, that's why it's gone all.
I look like I should be in a
Wait,
Confederate war. I should be in the Confederate war. Look at that.
Look to the side. The side. Look to your side. Look how long that rim is.
Keep the rain off your face.
The rain. You don't wear summer hats in the rain, do you? Yeah, it didn't get rained out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Yes, we're in the loft. And you know, yourselves, if you haven't been up in the loft for ages, it's like an Aladdin's cave up there. And we haven't been up in the loft since we moved house. And there's stuff we found up in the loft that we haven't seen since London. And as we're just going through the bags up there. Yeah, that's my missus, ladies and gentlemen. That's Lynn's Craven on there, giving it grief. So yeah, and we were up there in the loft, and there's stuff that we found in there. We found things from London, and we've been out away from London like nearly 3 years now.
Mm.
You know, and it's just like, oh my god, and we found loads and loads of things. So we were just literally doing that, and then I looked at the time, like, gotta do a show. So came in to do this. Right.
I like that.
Big butts and you cannot lie. What?
You got the children's names wrong, and now he's not messaging. He's like,
I swear he's having a laugh there. He's private messaging me.
I don't think he's having a laugh. I think he's being serious.
Let me have a look.
It's his kid's name.
I swear one of them.
But I remember something about Minnie Cooper.
Anyway, right. So I thought, because we've been doing UFOs for the last couple of weeks. Oh.
Put on my head. Put on my head.
I'm going to have my Star Wars hat. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit better. I need to go and wash that one. It's a bit manky. Right.
Look how big my head is. It doesn't even fit your hat. That is wet. Why is that so wet?
Because I've been sweating. Right. Because the last couple of weeks we've been doing UFOs with our good friend John over in Canada. And if you're watching, John, or if you're there, hi John, hope you guys are all right, and we shall speak soon. I thought tonight we'd do something for all the paranormal investigators.
Harper is waving. Hello.
Harper, my granddaughter's waving
Harper.
downstairs. Hiya, Harper.
Hello,
can you see Grandad? You can see Grandad. Yeah. So I thought I'd do something for all the paranormal investigators. I'll talk about.
She just shouted Grandad.
She's downstairs going Grandad. Different. I thought I'd do different types of haunting tonight. So if there's any...
wait, let me just explain it. Because in all of the radio shows, I look down here. His tablet's there, so I'm just reading off of his tablet.
All my notes and my research and everything, I keep them all. See, ding. I keep it all here. I do it on a laptop, and then I email it off to here, there, and everywhere, and then I save it on Word on my tablet and on my phone.
Did you do your...
That's my granddaughter voicing her opinion. No, I haven't done my exams.
I haven't done my exams.
No, I've.
Distant.
Mathematical.
Failing.
Not mathematical. I start working. No, not this week. Coming the one after. Yeah, not this week. Not this Monday. The one after.
Wait. But what time?
I don't know what time.
My scan's at 9. On that Monday.
You may have to get the bus.
I'm not about to get the bus. Poverty. I'm kidding. I get the bus all the time. When I need to get into school and Dad doesn't drive me. I've got the bus twice. I won't lie to you.
In 3 years.
In 3 years. No, wait, now when I go to London, I get the bus all the time.
You said, and I quote, "I don't want to sit next to the peasants."
No, I said I don't want to have to carry wet wipes on me.
And you didn't want to sit next to the peasants.
Yeah, well, listen, poverty strikes anywhere. It's not my fault. It's in Gaul. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You make me look like a prick. I use the buses all the time in London because it's really expensive to get around. Actually, sometimes we use an Uber. Am I up my own arse?
Yeah, funnily enough, she used to talk like that, and then she moved to London, and instead of talking like that, like they do in Somerset, and instead of going, what goes, you fucking hell, you what, you toilet, she now talks like this. And when she talks about the, oh gosh, the locals, it's, oh.
Whoa. Let's turn it down, right? Let's turn it down.
You can hear the accent from here.
First of all, if you know me, you know that I use the bus and stuff because it's really good for the environment compared to cars and taxis. Second of all, I can't fucking afford a car or a taxi, so I use the bus because you get 2 travels within an hour, 1 for free. Same with trains, if you're lucky.
What, in London?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not in London.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We're in Yorkshire.
Yeah, but have you ever been on a bus in Yorkshire? I'm pregnant. I'm not supposed to be on a trampoline. You're pretty much on a trampoline if you go.
It's because we live in the middle of bloody nowhere.
You're like, yeah.
Give him a slap, Taylor. She just did.
Is that Lindsay?
No, that's Gary.
Oh, it's Gary. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it said Facebook user. Trying to make me look like the bad person. When was the last time you went on a bus?
Yeah, I've got a car and a motorbike,
yeah, it sounds like poverty hasn't struck over here. When was the last time you went on a bus?
To be fair, when I used to use the bus as if I was going out on the town on the piss.
Yeah, when was that?
When I lived in London.
A good 50 years ago.
3 years ago.
When your currency was rocks.
I'm 47, so how that can be 50 years ago, you cheeky bitch, I don't know. Now, let's get back to the show. You're still adopted. Right. I said, because we've been doing nothing but UFOs for the last couple of weeks, I thought I'd do different types of hauntings for all the paranormal.
Can you please tell them that I'm not that much of a stuck-up arsehole?
I thought I would do all the different types of hauntings and stuff tonight for all you paranormal investigators. So she isn't actually that stuck up.
I'm a tiny bit, yeah, but I always use the bus and stuff. I'm always thinking about the environmento. Like a mento, but environment. Oh, that's a good analogy, actually. So the environment is like a mento, and cars and fumes are like coke, and then environmento. Carry on.
That was very, very clever.
Thank you. I'm
right.
tired.
Yep. As I was trying to say, we're going to vaguely go along the lines of all different types of hauntings. So we shall do a little bit of that. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, my other daughter, there's Becky there, has just popped in and sat down on the floor. That's who I was looking at going. So, you feel sick? Stop looking in the mirror.
Probably all that raw chicken. I
Right.
told you you can't eat.
Taylor.
I told you you can't eat medium rare chicken.
Oh my god.
Can I
Yeah.
please? Right. Right.
Taste of cigarettes.
I don't smoke.
She tastes of cigarettes.
How do you know your sister tastes?
Because I can taste it.
From there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Right. Now, we've all heard of Poltergeist, yeah? And it was all made famous by the Poltergeist movie, which I'm sure if you haven't been hiding under a rock for years and years, we've all seen. 1982 it was made. And there are lots of legends surrounding all the Poltergeist movies. And a little girl who was
Someone's in the window.
They're here.
No, you're about the movie where they made it and they said it was set before.
Oh yeah, in the Exceedingly Carol.
Is that
Yeah. But she died in the. It wasn't the first one, was it? I think it was the second Poltergeist movie. But can you shut the fuck up?
Wait, here you go. Her thighs are 43 centimeters. Do you want to giggle? Right, that was millimeters, Becky. Mine are 60.
Right, we all do kickboxing. I used to teach it. She was one of my junior instructors. She used to do Thai boxing. And her legs are like that, and Taylor's legs are like that. She's the one who's pregnant. Anyway, right, if you're going to do
meters, Dad.
You are such a knobhead. Turn the tape measure around the other way.
Those are centimeters. Did you finish school?
Are you done?
Shit, those are
Right,
inches.
can you go?
No, those are inches, Dad.
No, I can feel my IQ draining as you're talking.
No, I was wrong. Those were inches.
See, this is what the Dark Mirror show is known for, starting off with something and then buggering off somewhere else. Are we all done now? Done? Anybody? Right.
No.
Dust. So, now.
You just broke your tape measure.
Are you? What the? Right, go. Go on. Be gone.
We're going to lose listeners, aren't we?
Right. But what do you want about? They're going to log in here and go, what the fuck? It's like Car Crash TV. Right, the term poltergeist comes from the German poltern, to knock, and geist, spirit. And yes, I am reading from my notes.
To knock.
Poltergeist.
To knock. Did you say? To knock. Is that because they have to ask for permission to come in, or that's just advertising?
No, the term poltergeist literally means noisy spirit. Because of all the banging and crashing about, and they normally associate poltergeist activities with there being a prepubescent in the house. Yeah, because all the vibrations and the angst and all the energy that you don't actually know that you disperse when you're prepubescent. You got all your hormones going everywhere and all your jubbly
between, right?
Yeah, and you wake up with like, oh my god, what's this, mum? No, don't come in, mum. Don't come in, mum. I'm just changing my sheets, mum.
Someone was awake before him.
So yeah, there's very famous case, late 60s, early 70s, and it was all centered around a young German girl, if I remember rightly. And then she'd walk down corridors, and she'd all the corridors of the school and that, and all the light bulbs would smash and stuff like that. Anyway, this is a spirit, usually mischievous and occasionally malevolent. Yeah, you can get nasty ones. Which can manifest a presence by making noises, moving objects, and assaulting people and animals. A bit like yesterday. The most common types of poltergeist activity are rains of stones. I have actually, strangely it may seem, I've actually witnessed a poltergeist happening once, and it's not nice.
Was that when I was levitating on the bed?
What, when you're spinning around going... That's not a nice thing to say about your grandmother.
It's not.
Why don't you go?
I mean, to be honest, we all know that.
Why don't you text her and tell her that?
Okay.
Go on.
You think I won't?
This will be interesting. Dad says. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, don't bother. No, don't you dare, because I would never say that about her, and she knows I wouldn't.
Did you? I thought you sent it.
The most common types of poltergeist activities are rains of stones, rains of dirt, other small objects, loud noises, shrieks, objects, including large pieces of furniture, being moved or thrown, and vile smells. Well, considering I live in a house which has got 2 teenage girls and a prepubescent teen boy.
Becky's 21.
Yeah, but she's got the body of an 11-year-old.
She's 21. Doesn't even know his own kid's age. Does anyone want a dad? He's going for free.
Anyway, like I said, I live in a house with some horrible children and a horrible 11-year-old. So I'm used to having horrible smells emanate from nowhere. It seems that poltergeists have adapted also to the development of technology. They're suspected to have caused interference with telephones, electronic equipment, and switching lights and appliances on and off. Can I help you? Can I help you? Hello? My missus has just walked in. Instead of texting in to the show she was doing downstairs, she's just walked in. Hello. So, actually, I think this is the case I was talking. No, this is a different case history. But here you go. I'll give you a poltergeist case history.
Cape Town. Nope.
What, Italy?
Nope.
Nowhere near Cape Town.
That doesn't say Cape Town.
All right. The case of Caneto di Caronia Fieres. In January 2004, something very strange was happening to Caneto di Caronia, a small town located in Italy. Actually, I remember this, Sicily in Italy. And I don't think they ever found what the cause of it was. Appliances starting with a TV and evidently including a cooker, a vacuum cleaner, etc., etc., etc. Bless you. Our cat just went. Were reported to catch fire spontaneously. I remember this. Fires were also struck wedding presents and a piece of furniture, and they were known to happen when people have been in the room and someone just catch on fire. The type of which is unknown. One article also claimed that a water pipe caught fire. How a water pipe can catch fire unless it's plastic, don't know. Generally, as a rule, I would have thought the water would go. Whew,
but what if maybe there was a little bit of oil in the water, like if they were fracking there? Where?
If they were fucking near, I mean, you
fracking.
know. Oh, fracking.
Fracking.
Okay. Where the hell was I? The one bit about the water pipe that report's a bit dubious. But one person, either a police officer or, according to another report, a scientist, was said to have observed an was said to have observed an unplugged electrical cable ignite while he was whilst he was directly observing it. Whose phone is that? Is that Becky's phone? This is her sister's phone. Look what she's just put tweeting. No.
Facebook.
Go on, post it.
Yeah, okay.
She's just posted that on her sister's phone. She is going to freak the out. Anyway, you bad girl.
She's gonna actually have a go at me, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Enel, the Italian power utility, cut off the town's power supply, but the outbreaks continued. Yeah, I remember the mayor of that town.
Hi, Jonathan. Done?
I'm in the middle of doing a show.
What is he just done?
I know. What? Can I do the show? Look, out there, please go.
No, tell me what she's done.
The authorities ruled out arson fairly early. They said it wasn't people setting fire to things. As to the reaction of the villagers, what? Look, are you going to explain to these people reversing their swearing?
Because she's just uploaded, she's gone on my phone, gone on my Facebook, and uploaded my butthole so itchy, all this other stuff.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Yo, I screenshot it so I can tell exactly what
Is this because you're pregnant? You don't these things that you do.
I don't recall.
Right? Can you?
Damn, my butthole is itchy. Shouldn't have shaved so close.
Right. Off you go.
I love you.
Anyway, most pegged them as blaming demonic forces. Others cast them as blaming the railroad and other man-made. I said railroad, didn't I? Railroad. Or other man-made agencies. A Catholic exorcist, Gabriel Amorfa.
That's like an amore.
No, it's like a thing that flies at night into light bulbs, and it's got a list. Amorfa.
Wait, but moth is anyway. Moth.
Yeah, but it's a very heavy tidal. So it's Amorfa.
Yes.
It had heavy shopping when it flew over.
Oh.
Yeah, he suggested that the causes are supernatural. Well, to be honest, a priest, no offense to anybody who's religious or any of the faiths, but somebody going to a place where fires are breaking out for no reason whatsoever is, if they're worth their salt and that's their job and they work, they work for the church, they're not going to go, you know what, blisteringly hot summer, the hottest one that particular place, because I looked into it, had in, I think it's 30 years, wouldn't be that's catching things that basically the town was like a tinderbox. It wouldn't be making random fires. Come on, and no, it's demons.
That's
what I say. The mayor, Pedro Spinato, assumed it was natural causes. So everybody else said they thought it was natural causes like the heat and this, that, and the other. But the Catholic exorcist said it was demons.
We haven't had any comments in almost 15 minutes.
No, we haven't. Are you all alive? Have you dropped down dead, or are you watching the TV? Because if there is, there's no point in doing it. If nobody's watching, there's no point.
There's 5 people watching.
Well, that's all right then.
No one commenting.
Oh.
6 people.
Oh, 6 people. Right.
Ooh.
And basically, later on, the Italian government charged the region of Sicily to create a task force composed, among the other, by high-ranking army officers, engineers, architects, geologists, and physicists to investigate and monitor the situation in that town.
Gary's still watching that.
Hey up, Gary. Inhabitants who experience a long series of extremely... What the hell are you doing? Getting your phone. Right.
Reach around.
Something wrong with you. That totally put me off. Long series of extremely long task force, blah, 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 blah. Then they still don't know why.
Andy's here.
Hi, Andy, mate. You all right? Yeah, they still don't know why, and people are just going, me don't know. Yeah, we don't know. The fires, me don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's steer away from the accents.
I don't know what you're talking about. Right.
Controversial.
Now, this place in Italy, Caneto di Caronia, this is all the stuff that they reckon happened. Now, TVs, fridges, washing machines, food mixers, etc., switched on by themselves. Mobile phones charging their batteries. Oh, charge their batteries spontaneously, even when unplugged. What?
No,
that's EMF.
No, mine does that. Mine iPhone used to do that all the time.
That's high EMF and electrical force from outside.
I had an iPhone before this phone, and constantly it would be like on 80%, and it would go 100, and then 60.
I have. Well, I mean, I've done a lot of investigations, and 99.9% of most investigations, it's high EMF causing people to feel sick and see things and this, that, and the other. You've got the 1.1% that's you cannot find any cause for. But yeah, car glasses were found with small, perfectly rounded holes, as if being hit by some invisible bullets. Aubergines coloured like rainbows. Plants burst into flames selectively on a squared area. Unexplained magnetic fields. There you go. Yes.
USP.
EMF. EMF. Electrical magnetic.
What's a
force.
USP?
USB.
USP. Unexplained flying persons. Oh wait, that's F.
That'd be an F.
Unexplained swimming persons. I'm gonna switch.
You mean
to black.
USOs?
It's very dark.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh.
The light was on, you idiot.
Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of baby brain. Dear God.
So sorry.
USB drives getting erased. Yeah, that's EMF. Getting erased spontaneously.
Gary's in the garden watching.
He is in the garden. Have you got a beer, Gary? You've got to have a beer. Compasses losing their orientation. Automatic gates opening and closing randomly. Car alarms ringing for no reason. Mysterious deaths of animals from both the ground and the sea. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
That's crazy.
This is it's a little bit like Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, I was just about to say the cows in Skinwalker Ranch. Batteries drain.
If you I mean, I know all about Skinwalker Ranch, and we did a show back on it a couple of years ago.
We've been watching
the series.
Gary's got cider.
Oh, how can you tell?
What type is it? Strongbow, dark fruit, because anything else? Oh, unless it's like the Kiwi company.
He lives in Somerset. If he's drinking rough cider, I wouldn't like to be your arse later.
What's it called? Scrumpy.
Scrumpy, yeah.
Are you drinking Scrumpy?
But basically, this went on and on and on and on.
Is it still going on?
Oh, he's just looking now. They took lots of measurements. The causes remain unknown.
Scrumpy.
They Scrumpy. Oh, God.
Good luck to you.
God bless your bottom tomorrow. Yeah, they've never found a cause for it whatsoever.
It looks a lot nicer, but you can see more of that back here.
That was a cat. That was a Kit Kat.
you
Right.
guys think it looks better if we sit like this? It looks more.
No, because
Maybe if we move them up here. How about that?
Can you
There we
hear
go.
us?
I think that's better. We'll just speak a bit more clearly.
Can you hear us okay? Hello? And also, anybody out there, have you got any questions or anything you'd like to put in? Don't be dead shy in the chat room. Speak up, say something.
There's only 2 people in there.
Is it? We're watching a spaceship. Right, let's talk about, where was the Enfield one? That was a famous case. The Enfield haunting. There we are.
Or, just so you guys know, the only reason why we always say if you want to hear more about this kind of topic, we'll carry these things that Dad's put together are 13 pages, like this one's 13 pages and over 5,000 words. That's why we say if you want us to carry it on, we have
on another show.
Yeah, we have like 3 shows worth of information.
Yeah, because it's got loads of good stuff. But yeah, I'll give you one more poltergeist, and that's the Enfield haunting. I think there was they made a movie about it as well. August 1977, single parent Peggy Hodgson called the police to a rented home in Enfield, hence why it's called Enfield haunting. After 2 of her 4 children claimed that furniture was moving and knocking sounds were heard on the walls. The children, put my teeth back in. The children, including Margaret, aged 14, Janet, aged 11, and Johnny, aged 10, and Billy, aged 7. A police constable said that she saw herself a chair slide across the floor and was convinced that nobody there had touched it. And later claims include allegedly demonic voices, loud noises, thrown rocks and toys, overturned chairs, and children levitating. I think myself, after doing various paranormal investigations for years, unless I'd actually seen a kid levitating, which doesn't matter how many baked beans you feed them, I've never seen.
Beans, it looks your heart.
The more you fart, yes.
The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat baked beans with every meal. Look at your shoulders span. Look. If I like, you're intimidating. Look at these muscles.
Look at my muscles.
If I attempt this anymore, I'm going to give birth.
No, don't give birth yet. Allow what toys children levitate. I see. I still.
But to be honest, your TV just turned on.
You sat on the remote.
It's here. I'm levitating.
Okay.
But to be honest, if
it was the salmon moose.
If you think about it, if there's 4 children and 3 of them are around the same age, they're going to play a prank on their mum.
See, one of the reports, I'm not going to say which police officer it was, but I've seen some of the stuff that isn't common knowledge. And one of the police officers basically said very similar to that. They thought that I thought it was a cat. Get your foot off my leg.
It's comfy.
Thought got lucky then. One of the police officers did say that he thought it was a prank that went too far by the children on their mum.
Yeah.
And they also thought that it was possibly, I'll put it in inverted commas because I don't know, it may have been something to do with trying to get out of the house and go to a different area. I don't know. Yeah, reports of further incidents in the house attracted a lot of press, and the stories covered in British newspapers. Yeah.
Was it over here?
The Enfield haunting. And for those of you who've just joined us, welcome to the Dark Mirror Show.
Listen, I got A's in geography, but just because I cheated all of them, licked every single test. Can I sit next to Baha?
Yeah, we're talking about Enfield in Botswana.
She was the brainiest student, and I got A stars because of her. Thank you, Baha.
Do you want to go and let the cat out?
Yeah.
Before she rips the door off with a candle drill. Dear God. Right. I'm not going to name these people, but people from another paranormal group, quite famous, went there, and they reported curious whistling and barking noises coming from Janet's, one of the daughters, general direction. They didn't say categorically it was her doing the noises. They just said it was coming from her direction.
Well, maybe if they had a household pet that, you know, didn't survive. Because when I go down to Mum's house in Somerset, I hear Matty. All the time I hear him meowing.
Well, these two paranormal investigators stated that they believe that some of the alleged poltergeist activity was actually faked by the girls, but other incidents were genuine. So my take on it is what I was saying, is that there's a lot of... you can join in as well.
I'm listening.
A lot of...
I can't breathe through my nose, so my mouth has to stay open.
So you are like your pugs. Yeah. A lot of poltergeist activity does happen around prepubescent or teens, you know, because of all the angst and everything that they give off. It causes things to come in,
and they don't know how to deal with the new hormones coming in.
Yeah, and it does open doorways for certain things to come in. I'm not going to say demons or anything like that.
Can't wait for Alfie to hit puberty. Fun. You know, this is really cute. So he's 11, so he's just got like the baby hairs on his legs and stuff.
This is
and he looked at me and he went, "Taylor, look." And I was like, "What am I looking at?" And he went, "I've got black hairs." And I was like, "Where?" You pointed out one slightly less blonde hair, and I was like, "Wow, dude, you're getting old."
Was he like?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get a load of teens, pre-teens in the same house, it generates that vortex of energy. And for those of you who've been on investigations or seasoned investigators, you know that there's doorways to all sorts of places. There's the multiverse, there's different dimensions, there's parallel dimensions, this, that, and the other. It's not all demons, ghosts, whoa! No, it's not all that at all. There are different explanations for different stuff. So when you've got all that going on, it can open up doorways. So it might let some stuff in, and it might just be nosy. It might even be a kid from wherever the doorway is. It might just be a young version of whatever it is, and it may see them being mischievous and this that, and the other, playing tricks, and go, "Do you know what? I'm going to join in on that."
Yeah, I used to do that. That was like fun.
So why not? So it could have literally started out, as they've said, as that police officer said, kids started out playing a prank on their mum, and then because of what stage of their life they were in, prepubescent and just gone over it, it opened up a doorway and something else came in and went, "You know what, I'm going to join in." And it did turn into a real thing. So what do you guys think out there think? What do you think?
I have a good one for everybody here. So my mum still lives in our childhood home, and from when we were children, we were scared of the banister upstairs.
That's right.
And we never spoke. Did we ever speak about it?
No, but I remember you used to run past it.
But I said to Mum in front of Becky, I said, "Mum, do you know that there's a little girl who fell from the banister while her mum was having a party and no one saw? Like, no one noticed." And she was like, "What?" And then Becky went, "Yeah, I see her all the time. She constantly tells me that she fell and she hurts. And Mummy's partying." So we both have seen this girl. We both have seen what happened to her, and we've seen the party downstairs. We've both seen her fall. I went there the last time I went there for Nan's funeral. I went there for Nan's funeral. I stayed in the main bedroom with Chewie and Obi, and the girl wouldn't let me sleep.
For those of you who don't know, both my daughters are clairaudient, clairsentient, but Taylor's gift, she's an empath as well. Her gifts are a lot stronger than Becky's.
Hi, Terry. And
Hi, Terry.
As soon as I shut that door, because the boys will
the boys are her two pugs, Chewie and Obi.
Yeah. The dogs will run around the house and stuff. So I had to shut the bedroom door. As soon as I shut the door and I got into bed, this darkness, like a massive shadow, went straight and just stayed here. And I felt like this really weird tension. And I kept saying, "Sorry, you're gonna have to go because I need to go to sleep." The next day, Mum's recording me. There's a recording of it, and you hear a girl talking from the hallway, talking to me. And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah. Mum, can you hear this?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can hear all of it." And she starts recording, and you can hear this girl talking to me. It's crazy.
I'd like to copy that.
I'll ask her if she can send it.
Don't tell her it's from me because she'll
yeah.
go, Birmingham!
You'll never know. But yeah, so Becky and I have gone through how many years? Like 13-ish years in that childhood house, being scared of the banister because we saw a little girl fall over it, never spoke about it. And then recently we were like, oh, by the way, you know that this has happened. And we both have the same story.
Is the little girl all right, or is she?
Oh, I mean, she's a little girl ghost.
Was she just lonely?
So I'd say.
It's
No,
not,
she's lonely.
It's
She's
not
lonely.
residual.
She's lonely. She's lonely. But yeah.
Is she aware
constantly
that
asks
she
to
died?
play. Yeah. I don't know. I did try and tell her that she needs to go and find her mum, but she kind of wants to like stay with us. Like she finds comfort, I think, in having other girls there that can acknowledge her.
When you're next down there, so you can get her to go cross over.
I've tried.
Just tell her that your mum's moving out of that house. It's going to be empty
Oh,
for a
yeah.
while. She needs to move on
Yeah.
and go and be with her family. So if you can help her do that, then good on you. Because
Okay.
poor little bugger shouldn't be left there.
Well, I tried talking to her and saying, in front of mum, I tried to say, you know that you need to find your mum. And mum was like, no, you don't want to hurt her feelings. Like, don't make her sad.
Ignore your mum. She's the went around telling everybody she's a white witch. Holding a seance with one candle on a table with your best mate. No, that doesn't make you a white witch.
What's Gary up to? One night we was playing darts.
The Choss, yeah.
Ooh.
The Choss was on. Yeah, you're right, Gary. It was on Most Haunted, and the stones, the flagstones by the fireplace, isn't it? One of them's an old headstone, isn't it, off a grave? I'm sure it is, if I remember rightly.
And the Choffs?
Yeah.
I've been in the Choffs.
I used to go drinking in the Choss. Do you know why it's called the Choss?
I don't know.
Because that fireplace, and Gary will know all about this as well. They found like a little, well, it's like a little coffin, and they brought it out, and inside it was the skeleton of a choff, which is a type of crow or raven, and that's why it's called the Choss. That's right, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
I thought you were going to say a child.
Not all spirits want to move. Most have
Move
between two.
worlds.
Yeah, you could be right. Well, then when you
Yeah, because she constantly wants to play, even though she knows we're adults, and she's scared of the dogs, and she stands in the corner of the room when I'll stay in my mum's room, which is well lit, and so she makes it dark, and then I'll stay in the spare room, which has a single bed, and she'll stand in the corner where the play chest is and make Chewy growl all night. Chewy won't go to sleep. He'll stand at the corner of the bed and growl. So I don't know if because he's black, like black cats. No, because he's not. Because he's small. No, because he's small.
a racist ghost.
No, because you remember Lily? She used to say, "Where's Chewy?" And I show her, and I was like, "That's a dog." And she's like, "No, cat," because it's like the same.
Is she that age? Is she like 2, 3?
She's quite young. And she just wants to play, but she doesn't understand that like I can say hello and I can talk to her and respond, but I can't physically like throw a ball for her.
You have literally just described to everybody what the next type of haunting was that I was going to talk about, which is intelligent hauntings.
Margaret on Stone.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. Next time we go down Somerset,
October,
or whenever the hell it is, we'll go and have a drink in the shops. Yeah.
We will not go and have a drink.
You can have a Coke.
I'll have an orange juice.
You'll have an orange because she'll be like. Ooh.
Have you seen it now already?
And
Dad
Gary
thinks I've got twins.
Gary will come and see you, mate, because it's been too long. Either or, you can meet us up in the Chops, whichever you want. But we'll have a beer. Yeah.
Guys, the Friday after next, I can show you my scan because I get it on the 8th.
For those of you who would like to see the scan of my next grandchild on it, you're welcome to. You'll be able to see it. I still say it's going to be twins.
Gary says yes to meeting up just because. Okay, so I'm kind of tubby already. I'm 12.5 stone, so don't say I'm not. Ever since I got pregnant.
Oh, Jesus, away with yourself. You'd hardly call that tubby. Look at the state of your father.
A week ago, my belly kind of went, whoop, and now everybody says they think it's twins. But Sheldon's 6'2", so you have to like put that into the mindset that he was a big ass baby.
Has he got a big willy?
Ask the baby.
That's totally just intelligent hauntings. I don't brief because she's just told you everything about
Gary said yes, he would like to meet up.
No worries, dude. Give me a message on Facebook.
Oh wait, the due date, my due date, Christmas Day. Okay, you can carry on.
Really?
Christmas Day.
Seriously?
My due date, Christmas Day.
Mathematical.
And I said, if
Math.
because it's 40 weeks, it's the
Yeah.
25th, and you can be induced by 38. I said, if I'm gonna leave it, try and have it natural. But if it gets to like the 40th week, I'm gonna say, hey, could we be induced late the 24th, and then I can give birth to Christmas.
You want a baby on Christmas Day?
Yeah, you don't spend as much on presents, do you?
Tight bitch. Anyway, intelligent hauntings involve a ghostly presence, a sentient spirit that interacts with its human counterparts, such as you did. The ghosts in Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Ghost Alan and Barbara in the movie Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice!
Yes.
I'm the ghost with the most babe.
Beetlejuice. Yes.
Or Sam Wheat, as we all know, in the movie Ghost, when he's not chucking pottery about with Demi Moore. No, that's just wrong. No, no. We're... Okay, it's spinning round. No, no, no.
That's his titty. I am hyper.
I'm having no more of that fucking orange juice. Right. Where the hell? You see what we did? You put everybody in there off. You put me off. No one knows what we're doing or where we come from. What the? I apologise for my daughter. My what? My trainers?
Yeah.
Why does anybody want to see my?
Look how cool his shoes are.
Jesus Christ!
He's got pink on them. He's not. He's a man who's not afraid to wear pink.
I don't give a shit. They're comfy. There you go. Sam Wheat, blah blah. All departed souls who continue to interact with the living as if caught between the worlds, this world and the next. But it's like Terry said, a lot of them, and my father can do it as well. Can go in between worlds. And my own theory is that if you've got a link with somebody or family or a place on here, you can come in. You can come in between the realms. So, like, if you want to say you passed away 100 years ago, and you go, "Well, I want to look in on my great granddaughter," you can just go, yeah.
Wait.
What?
I think Granddad's gonna visit.
My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father passed away
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years ago, isn't it? And there's not a day goes by I don't miss him. Cantankerous old bugger. Cantankerous old Irishman.
So what?
Terry.
The woman who married her pirate ghost and was on this morning show, unfortunately had to get a divorce.
Just. I can't comment on that. I can talk to you privately and tell you what I think about it, but live on air, I can't. I just can't comment about the woman who married a ghost. My friend Gary, who's known me 20 plus years, will probably know what I'm thinking about the woman.
I swear that they had to get a divorce because he wasn't faithful. No, she wasn't faithful, right? Another ghost came in and slept with her, and she allowed it. I swear that's what happened. And so they had to get a divorce.
And he's a pirate who obviously is on a ship full of seamen. What happens if she gets pregnant? Are they all going to be like me and have wooden legs and go around going, "Arr!" I'm sorry, but she made some. I'll tell her. I'll give you this. She gave a good story. She made some money, and yeah, that's.
It's kind of like when it all started dying down. She was, "Oh, I need a divorce. I'm getting a divorce." That's what I do.
And tell me about the logistics of this. If he's a ghost.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's mainly energy, right? Like you can change someone's chi and stuff. So you can
we do chi
you
work.
can concentrate it in one place if you think hard enough about it. If you really want to get into the logistics, you can mini rabbit.
No. I'd love to say something about it. I think I said too much already. But I think you probably you know what I'm trying to say about that, and probably along the same lines as most sane people do. Ha, Jim lad. There's been there was another case, wasn't there, of some woman who reckoned she'd fallen in love with a ghost and he was going to get her pregnant and this, that, and the other.
There was a woman that fell in love with a tree.
And there's a bloke who says he's having an affair with 2 female spirits, and they don't mind. Wouldn't they? Remember?
To be honest, like if you're dead, you wouldn't really mind, would you? Because you can just move on to another point.
Excuse me, just 1 second.
He falls asleep, you can go somewhere else.
Just 1 second. I have a.
As a ghost, as a living being, it's not right to cheat.
Get out.
Papa.
Let me just hide. Oh, those. It's supposed to be a paranormal pooch, not a bloody great big clodhopper who's going around trying to nick me wine gums. You want a wine gum? Strawberry daiquiri.
Claret.
So, oh, hang on. What's that?
Hoping to have the willies up her.
Yeah, he's going to put the willies up her exactly. Way!
Papa's asleep. Way!
I'm sorry, but what a way to make some money. Each to their own. So, yes, we've covered intelligent hauntings. I don't think I married a parrot goes, ha, now I got divorced. It hardly counts as an intelligent haunting.
What about non-intelligent haunting?
Incubus and succubus. I'm not really sure that comes under hauntings because I've done. No, I've done a
Tell us
separate.
about incubus and succubus.
Incubus, succubus are male and female spirits that supposedly people have sex with, or some people say they're demons. In fact, I can bring it up in a next show because I've got all my research and stuff from an incubus and succubus show. So yeah.
From this.
Well, what are you going to do with that?
Plug in the TV.
Standing behind me, that.
Yeah.
I never get them the right way around. Incubus that's the male, isn't it? Incubus is the male one, the succubus is the female one.
What? Because he sucks. And he can incubate her. That's very clever.
Do you know what I think people's so-called cases of incubus and succubus are?
Cheating.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. I actually, right.
I've had it once.
I can control. I told.
Just
I don't
tell
talk
everybody
about this because it sounds like I'm lying, but when I'm in a dream, I can control what happens and I can wake myself up. Like if I'm in a bad dream, I'll go, Taylor, wake up. And then I wake up in it. You've seen it.
Yeah.
And I can control when I get sleep paralysis. And the last time I did it, I was in Children's house and I was sleeping and he was awake playing on the Xbox. And I drifted off, but woke myself up really quickly. And for some reason, that gives me sleep paralysis because I'm like just drifting off, but I wake up and my body's still.
Can you move your eyes?
Off. Yeah. And he sat here playing on the Xbox and my head is down here. So he sat like arse height. And I'm lying in bed and I'm looking and I'm going,
what, you can actually talk?
yes.
So I could only move my eyes.
And I couldn't, like, no, it was like breathing, but I could say Sheldon. And he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I fell asleep again, woke up, I was like, whoa, I just had sleep paralysis. I like it. I really like sleep paralysis.
See, it's like sleep paralysis. I think if you don't know what it is, and if you've never had it before, and if you're easily scared, it's going to scare the shite out of you. Because it's not pleasant. Because when I had it, luckily I knew what it was. So, but I woke up and I literally couldn't move. I didn't feel like there was somebody sitting on my chest. And a lot of cases, they say scary. It feels like somebody sitting on your chest. So again, if you don't know what it is, well, if you're going to get up here, wait, just stop it. This is what all the fuss is about. This, right. If you don't know what sleep paralysis is,
something.
Hypnagogic.
Oh, there's a physical state.
Physical state called hypnagogic. It's a good research item. Thank you.
I was trying to put this flat.
You're still trying to touch my butt.
Stand up.
Thank you. if you don't know what it is, and you wake up with sleep paralysis, with me it was I couldn't move anything, couldn't move my head, couldn't talk, I could just breathe, and I could just move my eyes, and everything was sepia because I think I woke up around 4:30, 4:45 in the morning, so it was already starting to get daylight, but everything did seem sepia, like the old Western movies where everything's like brown and monochrome and this, that, and the other. And it was that.
Everything's chrome.
And luckily I knew what it was, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I put myself back to sleep.
Not me.
Oh, God, we've got a paranormal presence emanating from your dog's ass. What? How can something so small do something so big? I hope you're proud. Even the people in the chat room are gagging. Breathe, come in, breathe deeply. Just come in.
Blueberries.
That ain't blueberries.
That's dog fart.
So, yeah, I think if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, and that happens to you, you're going to freak the F out. Some people report to have a feeling weight on their chest, and some people used to think that was a demon on them, and they'd be like, oh, yes, we had a jolly good time, yes. No, I'm sorry you didn't. It may have been back in...
Now she can smell it.
Back a few hundred years ago, or back along when people were saying incubus and succubus and this, that, and the other. In fact, there's even some cases recently of people saying that. Pirates. But no, it's sleep. Most of it is sleep paralysis. And if ever you... Oh, Gary says hello, Becky. Remember Gary, London?
Oh, hey!
So there you go. For those of you who...
Can I just say one tip? If you do find yourself having sleep paralysis, if you're scared, you don't want to explore it, fall asleep, and you'll wake up fine.
Yeah,
Just
that's
the
true.
one thing to do is just because it's your brain playing tricks on you, and you're like your brain's awake, but your body isn't. So you need to just fall asleep, and then you'll wake up fine.
I've had sleep paralysis like 3 times now. It's like horrifying. It's horrible stuff you can do.
I like it.
I was just saying to everybody, if you know what it is, it's not. I don't find it's that bad. If you know what it is.
Yeah, first time I had it, I didn't know, and it was like I'm not even going to go into what happened, but it was some dodgy, and it involved a child. Not like that. I was like, it looked like there's a devil child in the room, but
there wasn't.
Yeah.
And if you have an overactive imagination, we look like the 3 wise fucking monkeys. Look at it.
Wait, Becky, put your hands over your ears.
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, 9 out of 10 times it's sleep paralysis. And just if you can, little tip from all of us, if you can, just tell yourself, it's sleep paralysis.
Fall asleep.
You haven't got a demon sitting on you. You haven't got a lady demon sitting on you if you're a bloke and you're just about to go, this is why I've got morning wood. No, it's a blood pressure thing and most men have it. Okay. Yeah. So and as for you ladies out there, imagine you've got a pirate showing you his Jolly Roger.
It's like being awake under anesthesia.
Yeah, it's like being awake under anesthesia. Yeah. But it affects different people in different ways. As I say, I when I had it, everything was quiet and calm, and it was like sepia. When she saw it, it was normal for you, wasn't it? Yeah. And when she had it, she freaked the living daylights out.
The first time, the second 2 times, I was like, right, game on, let's do this.
When I had it, everything was so normal that I was like, I could see Sheldon playing, I could see what game he was playing Siege, I could watch what's going on. I just kind of was lying there, like, yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, I was just rereading at the same time.
Yeah. So what we'll do, I will carry on with the different types of haunting next week, and I might stick. You've got glasses. I might stick in about incubus and succubus as well, if you like. But I've got enough info for a whole separate show for that. But we'll mix and mingle next week. We'll carry on this one for next week. We'll do a bit more on the different types of haunting, and I hope you guys have a very safe and prosperous week. And I hope you enjoyed the show. This particular episode will be uploaded onto YouTube tomorrow, and so anybody else who missed the show and wants to re-see it again, just type in the Dark Mirror Radio Show on YouTube and you'll see all our shows on there. And just remember to like them, and just give us a wave. And if you've got any questions or anything you want us to talk about or I'll try and answer, send some questions.
Terry just said it can also be the beginning of aspiration.
What are we talking about now? Speaking of that, actually, I saw a really on my way to Tony's today. Right, there was a weird silver thing in the sky. I thought it was blue.
It's the moon.
No, it was like metal. I thought it was just
Did you take a photo?
No, because I was listening to music. But it was like really low down as well, and it looked like this. I thought it was a drone.
Would you like to say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah, right. I'll talk to you when
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Gary, mate, drop us a message. We'll have it up. And like I say, we're down in October. We'll catch up and have a beer.
If the lockdown's allowing us to go,
The
that
lockdown
far.
It
is
is.
allowing us. They literally have said they've stopped it from you can only leave on for exercise, and for essentials they've said you can leave to meet in groups but stay distant.
Also, you can't because I might have mine.
Becky, we have to
I
go
haven't
down.
seen my mum for years.
We're going down.
we're going
I
down.
have to have surgery.
Yeah, you don't know if you have to have surgery. You possibly
We'll stick
have
you
to
in
have
one of
surgery.
those special hats.
All right.
Right.
Also, we're having Christmas down in Somerset in October because I can't have Christmas till Christmas. So we are going down in October. Bye bye, everybody.
So anyway, give us a like,
Right,
share,
yeah,
subscribe, all that sort of
Stay
usual
safe.
nonsense. Like us on YouTube. So
Say bye bye.
any questions, send them to us. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Stay safe.
Johnny, say bye-bye.
Stay safe.
See ya.
See you.